I said, hey yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Mojados, and we're back with another video. Hope you guys are doing well. Today we're gonna be talking everything XRP. Is it finally time, guys? This is pretty exciting, pretty nerve-wracking, and honestly, you want to strap in because lots of content, lots of exciting stuff here, and it's finally time for the chart to give. And what do I mean by that, guys? It's basically inside of an apex. There's no longer room for this to go sideways. Guys, if you look at this in the 3 month and you were to just draw an apex or just a triangle, I mean, you'll see that we're in a triangle. And long story short, something needs to happen. It can no longer go sideways. It's literally impossible to go sideways any further. And the fact that we're breaking above the triangle is pretty interesting because I would like to see a very clear breakout, because whichever way this breaks out, guys, that is the trend. Okay. And I'm excited and nervous, but for the most part, I'm pretty bullish because at the same time, while it's time for a break, whichever way this goes, this is going to be absolutely historic. I'm just waiting for some type of narrative to come in for XRP. But again, right now we're sitting at this apex and we're probably going to see a break again, unless it decides to, sell off and continue chopping just for another week or two. I mean, it's definitely possible. Nothing's impossible. But again, like in a triangle, if you guys have been looking at this market, when a triangle reaches an apex, it pretty much breaks, guys. And when you look at this chart, guys, we've been going sideways for 2,240 days since the highs here way back in 2017 of December. And when you look at XRP, from a 2-week standpoint, this is a range that's been going sideways for so long here. And we're literally on the cusp of essentially breaking out, and it's very, very interesting because again, this level that I have drawn is the most important, most critical level for XRP. It either acts as a resistance, it either acts as a support. As you can see clearly, it's either or, right? There's no both cases here. This is either the fucking breakout we've been expecting, or this is probably going to continue chopping. And honestly speaking, guys, I don't have a clear read of exactly what's going to happen. My assumption is that we're going to break up because, again, we look at the RSI here. The 2-week is very bullish. We have hidden bullish divergence here because, again, RSI makes a low. Price maintains its high, does not break below. And pretty much that's kind of the causation for this pump here. But again, the real question is, can we break above the highs here? Can we get all the way up to $1? And can we finally break above this range that we've been consolidating for over 2,200 days, right? This can be drawn in so many ways, guys. We have $2,200, I said $2,200, 2,200 days of a range, 2,200 stuck inside of a triangle when you look on the 3-month here, right? And essentially, we've just been going sideways and we're finally breaking up. Unless this turns into a wick like we've seen over here. I mean, this is definitely something to understand and take into consideration because, again, as much as I would love for a breakout, I'm not going to lie to you guys because, again, it's very important that I give you guys something to think about in case this does break down. So the real question is, does this consolidate above this level? Again, everybody's going to draw this triangle a little bit differently. Some people are drawing it by the body. Again, I'm drawing it by the body. As you can see, I'm starting from the bodies. Again, some people do it from wick to wick. Like some people will draw from, some people will do wicks, right? So some people will draw like that. I personally like to do from the bodies. Again, I started this from the 2-week and then I just went straight down. And this is another example here and another one over here. Like basically it gives me the most touches on the trend line. So this may vary depending on who draws it, but the idea stays the same, right? Is that we've been consolidating. We're in this triangle, and we're probably going to see some type of reaction. And the reason why it's exciting, guys, on my Twitter handle here, and again, links in the bio if you're interested, basically, you can see clearly that you cannot keep going sideways in a triangle for long because at the same time, we're expecting some type of breakout. Like the minimum target for XRP is around $9, okay? And the reason why I came up with that target is simply because, again, you can do this for any triangle. This is not just XRP. If you were to remove the XRP ticker itself out of this, you would get the same result. Go to any triangle, take the base of the triangle, like go grab a drawing tool, draw yourself a rectangle, grab that base and put it at the apex, right? And what you'll see is that that is your target for XRP or for that specific asset, right? So Basically around 10 bucks is your target. I'm going to be taking profits around 9. Again, everybody's different. You know, $10 is a psychological level. Everybody's going to be looking at it. I personally don't give a shit because I've been holding and buying for 7 years now. So I'll be very happy with anything above all-time highs. But I do believe that it's been suppressed so long. I want to take as much profits at the maximum level. And I do believe around $9 is an optimal level. But it can go even higher, right? And here's why I'm going to say it can go even higher, okay? So when you look at the XRP BTC chart, right? Basically, you know, I've done this before. You can look at one of the posts I made in 2022. I actually did a similar analysis, and that's how I came up with the price target for 20 to 30, right? 20 to $30 of XRP. And basically what I did was just grab the XRP BTC chart. And what you do is just drag all the way up to the all-time highs for the BTC chart. Because again, you have to remember, people who are holding BTC may want to rotate and go into other coins because there are bigger gains. You know, the whales that hold BTC are not stupid and can see that, you know, there's definitely times to rotate their Bitcoin into alts and then go back into Bitcoin, right? Like, you don't have to hold XRP even if you don't like it. It's just an asset. It's an investment vehicle. And people are going to rotate in and out of coins just because, again, they want to increase, whether it's a BTC XRP position, it could be XRP ETH, it could be any asset really, right? So, you know, basically you can see from the high, it's a 23x. If we go back to our XRP chart here and we look at this photo, right, from the level we're at, basically, if you were to say 23x is from this level, you're basically saying it can reach all the way up to $15. Now, I don't know if it can go that high, but it is very interesting to see like that correlation there. And again, I'm not saying that this is going to happen, but this is very, very possible because again, once you see the hype, once you see like mass FOMO, it really wouldn't be shocking to see a quick run up that high. We've seen it before. We're watching it right now with meme coins. And again, it's something to consider. Not something I'm saying is going to happen, but $15 would not surprise me. But again, I'm aiming for $9 for an initial exit. But of course, I may just sell 75% and just write out the rest, right? So who knows how that's going to play out. But it is very interesting to see how this triangle is playing out. Volatility is shrinking because, again, like I've drawn in the triangle scenario many times now, is basically, you know, very clear. And let me just draw this one out. It's very clear that the volatility is shrinking. So that's another thing about this triangle, guys, right? Like if you were to take this, you can see this is your base. And again, let me erase this. You'll see that even from this low, from the wick all the way up to this high, it doesn't equal the same distance as this. So if you were to just drag this over here, you'll see that it's slightly longer, right? And then right now where we're at is pretty much like a tighter zone than that, right? So basically, as you can see in the consolidation, the squares are getting smaller, which basically indicates that volatility is shrinking. Now, it's shrinking inside of this massive range, and that's, again, a sign that this is pretty much going to break out, right? Because, again, you know, the more it shrinks, it's basically like a pressure cooker, guys, okay? The more pressure in that motherfucking pot, boys, the bigger the explosion is going to be. And that's why the term, the bigger the base, the higher in space even exists in the first place, is because, you know, this is basically cooking up and we're probably going to see a breakout. Obviously, would love to see a breakout to the upside. That's what I'm rooting for. But there's so many things right now that are just crazy to me that, like, you know, coming up with a $15 price target, it kind of blows my mind to say that because I've been holding XRP for so long. And when we look at other things like total, like the whole market right now is extremely bullish, right? You see total pretty much getting ready to run up to this level at 2.57 trillion, which is a big resistance. And even total 3, which is running into this 2-month supply zone. So we're probably going to see a rejection at this 700 billion level. Total 2 is ready to continue going higher, in my opinion, because again, it's at this resistance, but we may see another slowdown at 1.17 trillion. So there's a lot of things to watch out for here because again, you know, the market itself is pretty much ready to catapult higher, but total 3 is actually pretty bearish at this level, at this blue box. So like, we may experience a slowdown because of that. And at the same time, you know, we haven't seen Bitcoin dominance break down yet, right? Ideally, we would like to see Bitcoin dominance break down because XRP is not going to go up and get so much, so much millions and billions injected into it if Bitcoin is going to continue rising. Because I do believe most of the money that rotates into it is most likely going to be XRP, or I'm sorry, BTC holders, right? Because, if I'm a BTC holder, I would actually chuck a few BTCs at XRP at this level. Because the upside is very high. We're actually coiling into this triangle. The XRP BTC chart has a lot of, opportunity there. The USD chart has been consolidating for so damn long here. We're holding above a critical level here on this box that I drew. And the way I drew this, guys, I think it was a 6-month or a 3-month zone. Yeah, this is a 3-month demand zone right now. So I didn't just make this box up. This is a historical support, as you can see, and it's very obvious that holding above it is going to be crucial for this chart because it's the most pivotal level, right? If we break below this, that's pretty bearish. If we stay above it, it's obviously extremely bullish, and that's why I'm just rooting for this to hold, because if it does continue holding, then we're going to break out to the upside. We're finally going to escape this range, and when we do, it's going to be absolutely crazy because you're not going to believe what's happening. And I'm telling you right now, the break above this range is going to start causing massive, massive FOMO. And I will be here on Twitter telling you guys when I'm selling. Some of you guys may not like it. And again, in 2021, I was getting a lot of messages when I was cutting positions on STMX after doing a 30X about why I was stupid for selling, right? Other positions that we shared, like KDA, which did 100X. I didn't get to actually capture a whole 100X on that, unfortunately. But the idea remains the same. People will have crazy amount of FOMO, and it's your job to have a exit plan before the breakout happens. Again, I'm rooting for a breakout, but it's very possible that there is a situation where this continues going higher. We said dominance continuing to rise, because at the same time, while XRP looks great, BTC is actually looking very, very nice, right? So I'm going to quickly share why BTC may slow down XRP and the rest of altcoins, not just XRP, guys. If BTC makes a new high up here, guys, that is going to cause a lot of confusion in the market, because right now we're doing things we've never seen before for Bitcoin. Bitcoin has hit a double top in 2021, which never happened in history. Bitcoin hit its previous all-time high here, which never happened in Bitcoin history. And then again, dominance wasn't really reclaimed in the bear market, which was also pretty interesting. You can kind of point that one towards stablecoins, because stablecoins never existed before. But at the same time, we're also going to all-time highs here before the halvening happens, which has also never happened. So lots of things that are playing out have never happened before. This is a very interesting cycle, again, because the ETF is at play. But the most important thing is that if BTC makes a new high here, guys, maybe XRP doesn't go on the rampage we expect, because Bitcoin pretty much breaking to new all-time highs signal that bigger alts are not going to have the explosion that we think, even though they may go up. Even though XRP may rise up to like maybe $1 or 89 cents, it may not have the bigger explosion that we expect to go all the way up to $5 and break above this range and out of this level that we see for these charts. So just something to keep in mind and something to watch out for. We still see money rotating out of stablecoins into crypto, but I do believe that around this level we are going to see some sort of support where this may continue breaking down and then starts chopping up again. At the same time, that may be in line with total. Whoops, wrong chart. That may be in line with total, pretty much hitting this level up here at 2.57, with total 3 coming up to here at this resistance, which is a 2-month supply zone. And again, this may even mean that we go all the way up to 1.49, or maybe just even up to 1.23 on total too. So again, there's lots of things at play here, but the market is pointing to a correction within March. Like, I do believe March will have a correction. Anything other than that would be absolutely crazy, because again, funding is pretty crazy right now as well, and it points to a big flush taking place. So who knows what happens, but the idea remains the same. XRP is very bullish. It's in a very, very good place for it to break out, right? It's in a very, very good place for it to break out. So, fingers are crossed. But again, I'm not here trading off of hopium. I'm actually trying to use reason, use logic. Again, we see what's happening. The SEC has finally lost its lawsuit. XRP is not a security. XRP is listed on many exchanges. We're seeing dev activity. We're seeing user activity increasing. Things like AMM are underway. And all in all, things are being built. It's slow, but at least now that the clarity is given to XRP, hopefully we start getting builders, because the SEC has put a big shadow over Ripple and XRP. And we're going to see how this all progresses. But at the same time, we're trading right now at 63 cents, and I would love for us to break out, but do not be shocked if we do get lower, like maybe to around 50 cents again. The main thing, again, that I would just exercise is caution at this level. If we break below, obviously not the best sign, but we're trading above it right now, so there's no reason right now that you should be worried about what's happening with XRP. But again, we should be rooting for the whole entire crypto market, because we're finally experiencing an amazing alt season, and hopefully XRP will be able to have a fair chance now, because it is listed on every exchange, and we will see how that all progresses. Thank you guys for making it to the end. Like and sub if you have not already. And as always, haro haro haro. Peace.